What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Customs. It's been a while since I've done a master grade kit, and I even have a lot of kits that I would love to build. There's one that's been sitting next to my table for quite some time, and picking up a few things, another kit with it. I thought it was high time I work on this kit. Not one of my favorites, but it's starting to grow on me. And that is this. The Master Grade Victory Gundam, Verka, from the Mobile Suit V Gundam animated series. I picked up this kit a few years ago, back in 2010, at a reasonably good price, and then for some odd reason I ended up selling it, but it never reached its destination for some unknown reason, and even though I returned the money back to the person who purchased it, it came back to me again. So I thought, you know what, maybe it was fate. Maybe it tells me, you know, this kid is telling me, you know what, I don't want to leave, I want you to build me. And I think that would be appropriate. But I was putting it off building until I picked up this kit when Hobby Link Japan had another sale, and that was the Core Booster Fighter Verka version, which will work, which will go with the Victory Gundam. And of course, this will allow you to make the what do you call it, the dash, or basically turn that suit into this one right there. So getting these two kits and it's sitting there, I was like saying to myself, when am I going to build this? After a good 3 months, 4 months, 5 months of me making high grade kits, excuse me, and everybody's probably sick and tired of me making high grade kits, and the last kit that I made was the Master Grade Dark Titus, I thought it was a good time to start working on this guy. Now, I mentioned that this is going to be a Gundam custom video. I was going to do a straight video, straight build, and I think I may still do a straight Master Grade build, but I don't have anything. I don't have no Master Grade kits that I could say to myself, I'm going to make it as a straight build. And I was going to do this as a straight build as well, just to get it out of the way. But you guys know me. I have the itch of me making it something totally different. Color-wise, that is. Not kit bashing it or modifying it. I don't have that time for that. And considering right now the cold weather and the snow and the recent hurricanes, it's going to be a little different for me to actually, not different, excuse me, difficult for me to paint this kit in the way I want. So I'm going to be trying some new techniques, using some spray cans, something like other people have done. Prime 92 has done it. I thought I should try it too. We'll get to that in a few moments. Let's just review this kit and see what we have to work with here. First, we'll review is the kit itself, the Mobile Suit Victory Gundam. It's a great box art here. This kit also was part of the campaign, the Clear Parts campaign, which I think this was the premiere, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Let me just hold on a second here. There we go. And forgive the crushingness of this. This was doing transportation, but as you can see, this thing can transform into these various fighter modes and things like that. The core fighter, and I guess this other stuff that I have to admit I've never watched the series. I've only downloaded one episode, which was the premiere episode. But when I downloaded, I thought it was episode 3 or 4. I didn't realize it was actually picking up from whatever. I'll re-download the entire series again someday. But right now, we'll work with the kit. Alright, so we have the first tray here with the charcoal parts, the beam fan and beam sabers, very small, thin sabers. I also have to remind myself that this is a small kit. This is not like the Unicorn or the Titus, which is big and bulky. This was a little smaller and more compressed. Basically showing the series was based off like micronized technology. Here are the clear parts of this kit. I'll see what I can do if I'm actually thinking of using it or not. Maybe so, I don't know. This tray dictates all the blue parts that's on this kit. And if I'm not mistaken, this is, I think, part of the weaponry. It looks like a shade of brown. Yeah, like a shade of brown color. Interesting. You know what? Didn't notice the polycaps. There's no polycaps on this tray. I see these ball caps, kind of like what I remember from the SD kits. Beam shield. All the white parts. I see parts of the legs, the head, whatever. I see both sticker and rub transfer decals. And we have the reds, the clear parts, probably for other things. Okay, this is all black right here, yellow. We have more charcoal parts here. And the remaining white. Alright. See a couple of wings here, specifically for the core fighter mode. And then we have the manual. And some paraphernalia. Hobby online shops. I don't know what that is. And some promotional things. Alright. Put that over here. Alright, so we'll put that there. We'll put this manual here. The next one we'll look at is the core booster. I ran out of gum. Again, the core booster gives it more features to this, especially the guns to the overhead shoulder cannons. But it has an array of weaponry that you think that the full armored Unicorn Gundam had a lot of weaponry. This one has a shitload of weaponry as well. I'm really liking how it looks. Now this kit of course has the various options that has been, you can put on the head, I guess to make it a different type of mobile suit. Again, I haven't followed the series yet, but we'll review this along the way. So there's more yellow, more red here, more clear parts, more black, and of course more stickers. More white parts, and then a new head frame. And then another beam saber, beam rifle, different color. And then we have some charcoal parts here, some white parts here, more blue parts, and a stand for the core fighter. Different type of charcoal color, and I think this represents the weaponry. More blue parts here. Then we have the remaining charcoal parts on this tray, followed by all this white. And the manual again. Put this to the side. And puts away. Let's look at the manual. Well then. Here's some detailed information, of course, of the Victory Gundam and its various modes of flight, plus the optional parts that we'll see that in the other kit. Here's a complete detailed look of this. They put a lot of work on this kit, a lot of work, and the level of detail is amazing, specifically at this scale. Pretty amazing. Some information, of course, of the anime. Then we have the tray, the part of the manual that covers the location of all the parts. Come on. And then here is the construction. It'll begin with the core fighter, both the V Gundam type and the Hexa type. I guess the Hexa type is, of course, the different type of head. That covers 2 pages. Then it'll cover both the left and right arm, followed by, I guess, the torso or top rim, as they refer to it. Then it'll cover the waist unit, left and right legs, bottom rim, or I guess the hookup of the rim to the legs, the weapons, and then the assembly of the mobile suit, followed by the transformation sequence into transforming it into a. First, it goes to a top fighter, then a bottom fighter, and then from here you have the detailed location of all the stickers and rub transfers. Once that's completed, we then move on to the next portion of the build, which would be the core booster of itself. More detailed information of the core booster and some, I guess, some design notes. Location of all the parts. And then it goes to core booster mode. And it's not like this parts that's added on to the core booster of the original kit. You get another core fighter as well. And then it continues on. Very few pages, of course, but then it covers. There's a lot of weaponry here based on. You see the beam smart gun, the Gatling gun, the beam cannons, the beam rifle, the missile pods, the disposable bazooka, and then converting the V Gundam into the V Dash Gundam itself, and the placement of the weaponry, followed by more decals and stickers for everything. Wow. That's a lot of work for a very small, yet very robust looking mobile suit. Which now brings me to what I plan to do with this kit.